Pink Poodle Crafts, join the Poodle Pack. It's time to get creative and make you laugh. Make your own art today. Pink Poodle Crafts is the way.
What a good boy. Hey crafty family, it's me. And today we are going to do something really cool, and it's also going to be our challenge number 8 in our group, the Pink Poodle Pack Creative Crafty Playground, which will have a link below so you can go to that Facebook group and join us, because it's a lot of fun. Become a part of the Poodle Pack and join the group, and then you can join in on these challenges, which, by the way, you can get a prize if you participate in the challenges. So that said, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Now, this is something I learned very recently, and I'm very lucky that I was able to refine the video that I saw this on, because it was one of those videos where I was doing stuff around the room, doing my organizing, still getting stuff straightened up, and this video came on as like after another video that I had put on, and I didn't pay attention to who it was, and I saw it and I was like listening to it and kind of half-assedly watching it, and and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, and then I thought, it wasn't until way later that I thought, oh, that would make a good challenge for challenge number 8 in our group. So then I was like, oh, well, how am I going to find that video again? So, because a whole bunch of other videos had played, and, I was already had clicked away from it. I forgot to look to see who it was. It was so ridiculous. So I spent like an hour tracking down this video, and I finally found it. Thank goodness, because I wanted to give the person credit, because this isn't my idea. But anyway, it's the reBookery is the name of her channel. And she did this thing where she took like junk envelopes and she turned it into like this little waterfall journaly thing. And she was going to use it to put into another journal. I believe that was what she was going to use it for. But we're going to make a little twist on it, slight twist on it. She used 2 envelopes. We're going to use 3. Now, you can use your old junk envelopes that you get. Even if you rip it open, you can just cut it. Or you can use brand new envelopes. So we're going to use a combo of both. And the reason why is because I don't have much junk mail sitting around, and I don't usually keep a lot of the envelopes. But, yeah. So we're going to use 3 envelopes. So there should be 3 envelopes of the same size, and typically they should be these business envelopes, or what are they called, size 10 envelopes. They're considered the business envelopes or whatever, the professional envelopes. Everybody has these. If you don't have any brand new ones, your mail comes in them, so just be conscious of your mail, and maybe, like, instead of ripping your mail open, just cut it gently, cut a sliver off so it's open. And because you want one side of it to be open like a pocket. And I'm going to call this, I don't remember what she called it, like Waterfall Envelope Journal or something. I think that's what she called it. But I'm going to call it the waterfall, the waterfall of gratitude. That sounds good, because I said I was adding a little twist to this. Not only am I adding an envelope to it, I'm adding a little twist. We're going to do something with it, which is going to be kind of cool. So you're going to take your envelopes, and the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take a glue stick or glue or something, and you're going to seal them if they're not already sealed. So you're going to want to seal them like so. Okay, so if you're using brand new envelopes, or if you're using, if you opened other envelopes gently to get your stuff out, seal them back up. Now, if you already cut the one side, you don't have to do this, obviously. I'll show you what I mean in a second, because I'm going to cut Okay. Come on. Oops, making a mess of things. Okay, so let's pretend this is a sealed envelope that you just got from your dentist, because that's where this came from, okay? And you haven't opened it yet. Instead of sticking your finger in there and ripping the whole thing, take your scissors and either cut it gently to get your mail out, or cut it this way and cut just a sliver off, or, and hold on a second for the or, because I forgot my scissors are over here. Or as she did in her video, she took like decorative scissors and did like a decorative thing. Like I'm going to do a couple of different ones, because why not? Do that one and do that. Okay. So on one end, since we want it to be a pocket, and actually, you know what? This part we'll do later. On one end, though, you would cut with your decorative scissors up one side of each of your envelopes. But let's decorate them first and then do that. So I'm going to put that aside. Let's decorate them first, or paint them, because I'm going to paint mine. You don't have to paint yours, though, if you want to just like put pretty scrapbook paper on it, whatever you want to do. But I'm just going to paint the crap out of these, both sides, and I'm going to use fall colors because this is the Waterfall of Gratitude, but you don't have to do fall colors, okay? You could do whatever colors your heart desires. I just happen to want to do fall colors, but, you know, that's just me, and I didn't clean out my paint bucket, so I'm just going to use a credit card. And I want to keep this window. Here it is. I'm looking for my masking tape. So I'm just going to stick a piece of masking tape so it doesn't get too dirty. But if it gets a little bit, I'm not going to be overly fussed over it. I'm not going to worry about it too much, to be honest. If it gets messed up, it gets messed up. Okay, I'm going to put down some yellow and some orange and some red, and we'll start off with that. And I'm just going to pick up some color and start slapping it on my envelopes. And we're going to have some fun. We're going to get messy. I'll take some orange. And some red. got the first layer on. Good times, good times. Now we're going to go for the next layer of paint, but I think I'm going to hit this with the heat gun a little bit. Okay. I'm thinking maybe I should do the back side with the yellow, the red, and the orange. It sucks that Halloween is over because I did not get enough Halloween crafting in because of the stupid anemia. I was anemic for Halloween last year too, isn't that funny? 2 Halloweens in a row I was anemic. And the Halloween before that, I was also sick. Crazy. Hopefully I will not be sick for Christmas, since now I've gotten over the anemic Halloween. That's what I should call it from now on. Halloween should be Hallonemia. But I did get some cast iron pans, like my doctor had said. And I don't know if I mentioned this in a video, but if you have an issue with your iron, or even if you don't, my doctor said something and it made a lot of sense. And I told my PCP and she was like, wow. She's like, that's mind-blowing. She's like, I never even thought of that. But it makes sense to her too. And everybody should know this. Back in the day, like, and when I say back in the day, I'm talking like the 50s, 60s, 40s, whatever, 30s, any day, back before Teflon and aluminum pans and stainless steel and all this stuff, people cooked with cast iron, solely cooking with cast iron. You know what I mean? There was no Teflon, there was no anything else. There was just cast iron. That's what people cooked with. And there wasn't really that big of a, back then, people didn't have to worry about being anemic because their iron levels, I guess, were a lot higher than they are now. And the reason being is because they cooked all their food in cast iron pans. Like if they made cornbread and put it in the oven in a cast iron pan, that cornbread would have iron in it. It would be iron rich. So my doctor said, get yourself some cast iron pans and cook solely with cast iron pans, and your anemia will help your anemia a lot. He goes, of course, like in my case where I was bleeding and that's why I was anemic, of course you could still get anemic if you're bleeding that much. Like I was bleeding, a pretty good amount. But for a normal person, if you're having a little bit of trouble with your iron being a little low, and your doctor says you're either borderline anemic or a little bit on the low side, or you're just feeling sluggish and you think your iron is low, get yourself cast iron pans. You can get them out. If I was able to get them, and I'm poor as dirt, okay, I don't have no money for this stuff, but at Walmart, they had Ozark brand, I think it is. It was $21.95, and you got 3 pans. You got a 12-inch, a 10.5-inch, and an 8-inch. Perfect. That's perfect. I don't need any more than that. And that's what I will use from now on. My arthritis is gonna hate me from lifting that up, but at least my anemia will hopefully be under control. So we're gonna test that theory. I mean, of course, right now my iron is still quite low. It's at an 8. And I think it might even be a little lower. So it looks like I'm going to be having iron infusions to kind of give it a boost. But once I do get it up a little bit normal, the pans are going to help further, get my iron levels up to normal. So I'm excited about that. But that's an interesting factoid. So if you don't already cook with an iron skillet, cast iron pan, start cooking with it. It's actually better for you. Plus, Teflon, all those other pans are actually bad for you. They're actually not good for you. Teflon is actually not good to cook with. So I'm reading. And cast iron is great. Nothing sticks to a cast iron pan. It's heavy as heck, and the food tastes way better because I cooked vegetables the day before. I got the cast iron pan in a regular skillet, like a Teflon skillet, and I cooked the same vegetables today, and they tasted way better today in that And I remember my mom had a cast iron skillet, and whenever she cooked with it, my mom was a good cook. She would cook steak. She would cook vegetables. She cooked everything in it. She would cook breakfast in it. I mean, you could make pancakes and end up with, an iron, a dose of iron, you know what I mean, from making pancakes or something. So it's definitely worth looking into getting some and using them. Alright, so let's turn them back over here. And now we're going to use some green, some Tuscan, is that color Tuscan or something? Flamenco, and gold. So we'll start with the green. But it makes a lot of sense if you think about it. And people didn't need iron infusions back in the day because they got plenty of iron from eating off of those big cast iron skillets all the time. It makes a lot of sense. So I'm glad my doctor said that to me because I wouldn't have. I've been wanting a cast iron skillet anyway. But that just made me go, okay, I need to get one then. I need to make that a priority, and make that part of my, food shopping money so that I would get one. And a lot of people still have one, I'm going to put it on this side since I got some left. Most people actually probably have a cast iron skillet. I'm the only one that I never got my mom's because my idiot father threw it away. too much of this down. It's looking very red and green. I'll have to add some brown to this to fall it up a little bit. Let me grab a brown color of some sort. There we go. We will use coffee bean. Oh, it's gloss. I don't want gloss. No, we are not going to use coffee bean. We are going to use nope, I'm not going to use that either. What is the matter with these colors, huh? There we go. Brown iron oxide. That's regular acrylic paint. That's all I want. Don't need nothing fancy. Whoa. Whoops. Because I put wet paint down. Or put it in wet paint. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Don't put it in wet paint. Good enough. Now we're going to add some gold for a little sparkle. Gold for a little sparkle. Has such a weird consistency to it. let's dry these. Alright, we'll put a little gold on this side. It looks much shinier on the computer, on the monitor, than it does in real person. It's pretty shiny, but it's not as much as the camera's picking up. The camera picks up the slightest glare. It's not quite that bad. You'll just have to trust me on that. Things always look better in person than they do on video or like a, you know, some kind of camera. Alright, I think we're done with that, but I'm going to add some more texture to this. I'm just kind of making a mess right now. Let me dry this a little bit. And then we might add some household stamps on there. Alright, and then let me clean this off first. Okay. Now, my favorite stamps. Got some circles. Those circles. And then I'm going to grab some more paint. I'm gonna grab a really dark brown to do some of it with. And we're going to add some checkers. I'm going to spread this out a little bit. Make it like an ink pad so that I can get that in. And do some stamping. Cool. Hit this with the dryer and do the other side. And also, I wanted to mention too, if I seem a lot less chipper and bubbly, it's likely because my iron is still really low, and so my energy level is like, you know what I mean? It's like down. And so don't take it like, oh, I'm just being bitchy or something. It's not that at all. It's just my energy level is still like, my iron is supposed to be like between a 12 and a 14, and my iron's at like an 8, like barely an 8, like pretty much 7.9 to 8. It's nowhere near, and that's like, it doesn't seem like a lot. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, you know, it doesn't seem like a lot, but in the scale of iron, I mean, I was close to death and I had an iron level of 6. Do you know what I mean? So it's only gone up 2 points. So in the grand scheme of things, oh, did that really just dry already? My iron levels are still way, way too low. Let me put a little, oops, that was the wrong spray, but that's all right. My iron should still be much higher. So that's why I'm not like bubbly and silly like I normally am. I'd love to be that way, but it's like my body is like fighting against me from being that way because I'm still tired. Even though I'm still organizing my room, I'm doing it in spurts. I had a lot of energy the few days when I came back, probably because I got, and I even asked my doctor about that, because remember I got blood transfusions. They gave me somebody else's blood, and for like a few days I was like, I was really energetic, even though my iron wasn't back up to normal. She said it was because of all the vitamins in the blood. But now, of course, that's cycled out of my body. So I'm back to myself with, you know, I still have, you know, a little bit better iron than I did when I went into the hospital, but I don't have the energy anymore. The energy's gone a bit down. Because, of course, I blew through the vitamins that were in that blood. And what they gave me at the hospital as well, where they gave me lots of electrolytes, lots of fluids, and yada yada. I don't have that anymore. So I'm kind of like blah. And I feel bad because I'm sure, and that's why I've avoided I've done live streams, and, you know, and I've tried to forcibly make myself a little bit more chipper, but I haven't done a lot of videos, you'll notice, because I haven't really done any video. I think this is the first video, actual video I'm doing since I got out of the hospital. But yeah, it's because it's hard to force yourself to be happy and chipper, but I want to, you know what I mean? Like I want to. I don't want to miss my live streams because I do have fun doing them. I just feel like I'm a lot more low key right now, but it'll get better. I promise. It'll be back to normal and better because I'm going to get an iron infusion, and literally in about 2 weeks, I'm going to be like a different person. So just if you could bear with me right now in my weird kind of blahness, then it's all going to get better. I promise. I'd like to get a cream colored paint, but here's the problem. I'm in my new room and I don't know where I did with it. I don't know what I did with like the cream color paint. I'm tempted to add some metallic teal to this, maybe a little bit. I also, by the way, have shingles. Isn't that fabulous? But don't get nervous. I have a very mild case of it. I'm lucky. I have a mild case. I have a rash that's about the size, probably about the size of this on my side. And it is painful and it's itchy, but it hasn't gotten any bigger or any smaller. So she says it's not going to at this point. It's going to pretty much stay the same and just go away over time. So I'm very lucky because a lot of people are in a lot of pain and they have a lot more of a rash than that. So I'm actually very, very lucky in that sense, which is good for once. Oh, I forgot I have to paint this on here, don't I? Oopsie. I forgot that I don't dip this in. I kind of paint it on. Oh, I like that, yeah. I know I'm doing fall colors, but I think teal is kind of it can be a fall color. Why not? I wanted to break it up with a little something. Just a little something different than, you know. I love using this as a stamp. It's pretty cool. I don't know what it is. I can't remember where I got. I know I got it in Happy Mail. I can't remember from who because I never can. By the next day, I don't remember who sent me what. It's just sad. And I feel bad about that. But my brain just doesn't compute. I just don't remember. Some people remember every little thing they get. Like even Elizabeth Brewer, she's like older than me, and yet she remembers what she gets from people. She'll say, "Oh, so and so gave me this," and I'm thinking, how do you remember that? Trying to do both sides at once. I'm cheating because there's more paint over here. It's okay. I can cheat. I'm allowed. Okay, I'm going to dry this, then we'll do a little more on the other side. Did a little bit, but I'll just add a little more. But yeah, my brain just for some reason isn't as keen as most other people's, and it makes me feel bad all the time because I'm like, dang, I wish I could remember, this, that, or the other. And no matter how, and I used to be like, like the most organized person you'd ever meet. Like everything was always in a perfect little place and organized, and you know, nothing was out of place. If there was something, and like people used to purposely move stuff around on me just to see me like freak out and put it back. That's how bad I was organized. Like Chris used to be like move things just to be like, watch what she does when I move the, you know, like, and purposely. And now it's like I wouldn't remember if I put something certain way or not because I'm so freaking scatterbrained anymore. It's insanity. I hate it very much because going from somebody who's like incredibly organized to completely unorganized is just a nightmare. I have trouble remembering to take my pills every day, even though I have a pill box with the days of the week on it. I still forget. Always. It's very bizarre, but I do. At least once a day I forget one of my pills, and like it's just crazy. And I think, oh, I'll set a timer on my phone, and then I forget to set the timer. It's like this cycle. If I try to make a planner, I forget to look in the planner. Yeah, it's that bad. So I just get by best I can. Alright, I wanted that cream color paint, but I don't know where it is. But I do have, let's see, is this cream color paint? No. Crap. Oh wait, maybe that'll work. Is that cream color paint? No, that's like peach. I don't want peach. What happened to my cream color paint? I have some. There's like an ivory color. Dang it. Wait, what's this? Ooh, is this it? Lemon chiffon. No, that's not it. What about this? Ivory. There we go. Good deal. It only took me 5 minutes to find it. Good, because I didn't want to use stark white, but I want to use like, I want to do bubble wrap. Ooh, this cap is not very happy right now. You know what I found works really well? Putting it around this. I think the ivory is a more fall color than stark white. Don't you agree? I like it. We'll just do like that. Need to drop more, huh? good enough. And I think we're finally done decorating the envelopes. You're probably like, Jesus, finally, woman. I reuse my bubble wrap until it's like pretty much deflated. And we'll put that back up there because it's leaking cornstarch all over the place. All right. Now we can dry our little suckers, I think. I don't know which ones are wetter. Okay. I didn't feel like putting black on it. Normally I would do some black something or others, but I really didn't feel like it this time. Alright, now I can take my tape off of here and see how awful that worked. Is it going to rip my window? No. Okay, that worked. That worked pretty well. Okay, so now we've got our 3 envelopes. So now we're going to choose. Now, you can choose to cut, because we're gonna stack them in a way. So you're gonna choose to cut either all of the, you're only gonna cut one side of each envelope. So you could choose to do like one on this side, one on this side, and one on this side, or do them all on the same side. I'm gonna do opposites, and I'm actually gonna do, how am I gonna do this one? Yeah, I'm actually going to do this side. And you're just going to do the very edge. You're not going to take off, you know, any kind of girth to it. Any of its width, I should say. That's not girth. I don't know why I said that. I wish I had better of these scissors. I love decorative scissors. I don't use these very much because I've gotten all these at secondhand stores. And so these are like crap. I heard the Fiskars ones are good, but I've yet to like, I don't know, I guess maybe I've never seen them anywhere. I don't go shopping anywhere, but I was hoping to find some maybe in a, yeah, because these are just beating up the edge of my paper. They're not really doing much good. Goodness. Well, that just beat the crap out of the paper on the edge, really. Pain in the arse that was. Maybe these will be better. Alright, so that we're going to do, that'll be the left side of that one. So then I'll do the right side of this one. Oh, these cut a little better, I think. And we'll do this one back on the left side, which will be over here, and we'll do these scissors here. Try these. Oh, these cut nice. It's the first pair that actually cuts all the way nice, kind of. Maybe I spoke too soon. Yeah, these cut pretty good, I guess. Compared to the other ones, they definitely cut better. Okay. And that'll go like that. Now, this is how we make it into a book. Your first page, okay, so now you've got your open sides. Make sure they're open. This one's weird. This is that one that didn't want to cut properly. So, I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't open. If you have any little flappies like this that are sticking out, you can add a little glue. When you cut the sides, you might notice something. So this one, do I want this to be on top? I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'll let it be on the bottom. So the first envelope you're going to take, and you're going to fold it over and leave, you know, whatever room you want. If you want it to be like that, you go right ahead. But it's probably better if we're doing 3 envelopes to just leave, like, what is this? 3/4 of an inch and fold it, okay? Then we're going to take the next envelope, which I'm going to turn this way because I want the cut edge to be on the opposite. You can do them all the same if you want, doesn't matter. And you're going to take this, the bottom of this edge, and line it up 3/4 of an inch. And then when you fold this over, it's going to line up 3/4 of an inch from the other one. You see what I mean? And look at that. Okay? Then we're going to take the last one and do the same thing. But this time I want the opening to be on this side, which I need to make sure these are all actually opened. This one all open up okay? I never checked this other one. Yeah, it looks like these all opened up okay. It's just that first one. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to line it up. And then when you fold it over, voila. Now, you could choose to do several things. Now, she took a stapler and just stapled here and here. Done. Okay? And you could totally do that. Or you can open it up to the center, like as if it was a book. Okay? And you can use a long reach stapler, or your regular staple might reach from the shorter end and staple right in the crease. Or do it from this side here where the crease is. Okay? Or you can sew it. And I'm going to sew it because it's actually going to be really easy because I'm only going to put 2 holes in it. Here, I'll show you. It's going to be very, very, very easy. Okay? You don't have to measure nothing. You don't have to do nothing. So, open up to the middle. Okay? Poke a hole about, you know, 3/4 of an inch from one side, like so. 3/4 of an inch from the other side, like so. And then I'm just going to take, now if you make the hole big enough, you might not need a, actually I wanted to use a piece of seam binding for this. You can just use regular string, it'll probably be easier. But if I can find my seam binding and what I did with it, I think I did it. Right? Did I put it in here? Yeah. So let's see. I have some orange seam binding. This is perfect. The orange and blue might go well together. I might do 2 pieces because I have a big needle. If you don't have a big needle, and actually I have a big This one might work. But I also have a big plastic needle. I don't like this needle, but it's got the biggest eye of all. And it might be better for seam binding. Because what I might do is use a piece of orange and a piece of blue, like next to each other. Oh, that was the wrong piece. This is where I need to pull it. So I just want to make it, because I want it to be a little bit lengthy. So I'm going to do that. Put this back on here. With the pin. And if you ever wonder where to get seam binding from, go on Etsy and you can get it for like 5 yards for like $1.25. So I stocked up a few years ago and got all kinds of colors, because 5 yards for $1.25, I mean, just go on Etsy and start looking around, you'll find it. It's not hard. So now we're going to take the blue and take the orange and put it together. And I may have to cut this at a little angle so that it goes into the needle, because this is a big needle. Now obviously you do not have to use seam binding, so don't be like, oh, I don't have seam binding. Just use regular string, staple it, you know. I'm gonna go from this side in because I want it to close on the outside. I'm gonna go in. This might be a little hard. Ooh, there we go. And then go into the other side, and that's it. I mean, if you can't go in one hole and out the other, you ain't doing it right. Everybody can do that. Okay? And then just take it. I'm going to even it up a little. That's good. And tie it in a knot. And then tie it in another knot. And then I could tie it in a bow if I want to, which I may need to do it like this. As long as it's in a knot first. And then, look how cute. What are you all crooked for? Why are you all crooked? But anyway, look how cute that is. And now you have your little waterfall envelope journal all sewn together, right? And on each side it has an opening for a pocket. Mine staggers, one's one side and then there's one on the other, which I'm going to put a little thingy on each one, like a little I might have to do it this way. I'm going to go in. Like that, just so you can get to the pockets. We're going to put stuff in the pockets. And that's where the thankful part comes in, because we're going to put in little notes in each pocket. You could do it several different ways, I'm thinking. My plan is. Either, oh, did I go all the way through that? No. Either you can, and of course the middle one's going to be both facing the same way because it's the one envelope folded over. You can either put a note inside one of the pockets with the things you're thankful for, and you could just do one note, or you could do it one on each page or one in each thing. I'll show you what I mean. I'm probably confusing you. So you're going to decorate it however you want. You don't have to leave it like this. You could decorate it, deck it out, you know, however you want it to be. And then, since there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in each pocket or on each pocket, you're going to put what you're thankful for. 6 things that you're thankful for. Or you could do it inside the pocket, or you could do it all in one pocket on a piece of paper. Write a list of 6 things you're thankful for. Any way you want to do it, but it's a what did I call it? Gratitude. I got the hiccups. Gratitude waterfall. So, things you're grateful for or thankful for. Dang hiccups. Come on, go away. So, I'll leave that part up to your imagination. But, I'm going to decorate mine. And I think what I'm going to do is in each pocket, I'm going to put what I'm grateful for on this one. And the thing is, we're going to make 2 of these, okay, since they're really easy. I mean, honestly, they're super easy to make. So you can do like all 6, you could do, you know, 3 envelopes and 3 envelopes. You can paint all 6 of your envelopes at once. You can use the jelly plate. You can use your oxide inks. You can watercolor on them. You can put color on them however you want. Spray them, whatever. Or you can leave them white or whatever color you want, and then put decorative paper on them. And then when you fold it, so in other words, instead of painting them, which most people would probably prefer to paint them, but you would take the envelope, seal it like I showed you with the glue, which I need to stop leaving that cap off. Seal it, and then you would take a decorative piece of paper and put it on that side and on this side. Do that to all 3 envelopes. And then fold your envelopes and then decorate and do what you're going to do. And then, of course, cut the one side, yada, 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 yada. You get it. So that's up to you. I like the painty effect. I may do one with the other thing the other way. I very well may. So I've got my fall stuff, and I've got my leaves, and I've got this fall trim we can use. This fall, that's pretty. I don't know what I'll figure out to do, but let me see what I got here. Gold leaves. Oh, look, I even got a scarecrow. This one, ooh, I'm going to put the little scarecrow on the bottom here. That's a cute idea. And look, I got these in Happy Mail. How cute are these? These would be so cute. I need to use those. You can even decorate your, whoa, knocking things over. I don't know where to put this basket right now. Anyway, you can even decorate your envelopes with napkins and do like little scenes with the napkins. So there's a ton of things you can do. Use your imagination. You're going to make 2 of them, and you're going to send both of them out. 1 to each member, to a member, not each member, but 1 to a member of the group. So, I'm trying to find my little pumpkins. I don't know where the hell they went. Where'd they go? I know I had them. I don't know why things disappear. I don't know why things always disappear. But they do. Anyway, so I think I'll affix him here because he's cute. I'll just glue him right in with my hot glue. we will just hot glue his little butt. Because he's cute and he can go right there. And then I'm going to put a little saying at the top. But that'll be cute. And then, let's see, he's at the bottom. And then we can put, because he wouldn't fit out here because he's a little big. So we might take some leaves. Goodness. About like these. I could put like one of these. That might be a little big for that. Because I don't want to take up the whole page, so I want to put a little something. I could put, oh, this would be cute. I could put one of these and cut off the thing. Cut off the stick. That's what we'll do. And we'll put this on there. Maybe we'll put this with a leaf. And there's some little leaves in here. Colors. There's other little ones in here. Green. Little green leaves. A little like that. That would be cute. Cute, 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 cute. Maybe like this off. As the sticks go flying. And put like a little feather. Like that. And a little pumpkin. I don't like that those are plain. Well, I guess I could put some, what do you call it, on them. I'll put glitter on them in a little bit. That'll be cute. And then you can, you know, you got your pocket to put what you're thankful for in. If I put glitter on that, that'll definitely dress that up, that too. So cute. And then like the second page, you can do, you know, I've got these stickers. I thought I had glittery pumpkins. Like, where is all my stuff? I don't know. It's driving me nuts. I know I put some of my Halloween stuff away, but I didn't put away. I purposely was leaving out stuff that was fall related for this. And I think I have word stickers somewhere. Let's see if I can get to those without too much of an issue. Oh boy, I may have to do some reorganizing. Whew, because I need things to be a little bit more in my reach. Don't you think? Yeah, definitely. Alright, I got them. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. I'll put, like, today is a good day. We could put here. Right? It's a good one. Today is a good day. And then we can put a pretty golden leaf. Like that. It doesn't have to be like intricate. It could just be simple. You know? I'm going to use a little tacky glue if I can find it. I'm looking, I'm panning my desk for it. There it is. Making a mess is what I'm doing. Making a mess. But I hope you guys like this idea because I think it's really cute. It's very easy. I mean, really, it's super easy. There's nothing to it that's hard at all about it. We all can do this very, very simply. And the nice thing is that it should fit in a gift envelope as long as you don't, like, overstuff it. But if you keep it, you know, decently thin, you should be able to fit it in either a very small bubble envelope or a oversized, you know, card envelope, like a gift card envelope. Whoa, not gift card. Dang it. Greeting card. I can't speak. I've got stuff on my lap that wants to fall off. Greeting card envelope. That's what I was trying to say. So it should fit in that pretty much, I would imagine. I don't see how this, you know, or just a small, like a small bubble envelope. And then, like here, we can do, I really wish my pumpkins were here. It's frustrating. Really frustrating. Hold on one second. Scan around and see if I can find them because I know I had them. Well, of course they're not around, and I just literally had them before I did this video. So, I don't know. I did find some more of these stickers, though. But I don't need to finish the whole thing. You get it. You decorate each page. You could do the top page if you want. That's where you could put where you're thankful. And you can put, instead if you want, put little gifts inside here, like die cuts and stickers, little embellishments. You know, that's probably the best way to do it, is to like put little goodies inside of each bag and then decorate these pages and then put like a little cut out a little piece of paper and hand write like what you're thankful for. I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful for that. And then decorate these bottom pages. You know what I'm saying? I think that would probably be a good way to do it, so that you could put little gifts inside of here. You could put stickers, you know, paper ephemera, die cuts, cards, like little playing cards that people like to do. You could put an ATC. You know what I mean? You could do something like that. You could put like probably a little tiny bit of lace. You know, something little, something flat. You could put a couple of these little cheap fall leaves in for somebody to play with. So, I mean, the possibilities are endless, and I think they're absolutely adorable. And thank you to the reBookery, who I first saw this on. I'm pretty sure she's the originator as well of this. But it's just really cute, and they're fun to decorate and play with. So I hope you guys give it a try. And that will be the challenge for this month, is to make 2 and send 2 out. And you can, I don't know why I'm having such a problem today. I swear, I'm having a problem with hiccups, clearing my throat, trying to talk. Good Lord. Anyway, so we're going to make 2 of these. We're going to send them out by the 25th of November. If you want to make yours Christmas themed, fairy themed, butterfly themed, doesn't matter what color, what theme you make it, as long as you are, you know, showing that you're thankful, and that's your gratitude waterfall, you know, or your thankful waterfall, whatever. Gratitude waterfall, gratitude is the same thing as, right? Being thankful is kind of showing your gratitude towards what you're thankful for, right? Or am I not making sense? I don't know. Let's just call it the gratitude waterfall journal. Is that what it is? Yeah. So we're going to make these, and I'm hoping I made any sense whatsoever, because I feel like I'm not making any sense. But I think you guys understand. And if you don't, let me know, and I'll further explain as best I can. But you can do it however you want. I think the preferred method, I'm thinking, is to put little gifts inside. Because, like, then you can put what you're grateful for, and then give them a little gift to be grateful for you. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I have little pictures and little ephemera things that I have here that I can slide into the pockets. Little bits that'll fit in there to give away. I always keep stuff like this at my desk. Little photos that I print out. You could print out little pictures. If you have some cute post-it notes, you can break off, you know, 5 or 10 of those and put those in a pocket. You know what I mean. You get it. You get it. I know you do. And you can make a little cute little gift. So I hope this makes sense. I hope you'll enjoy this. Remember, you're going to make 2 by November 25th. They have to be sent out to your whoever you want in the group. That's up to you. I mean, I see people all the time be like, oh, I don't know who to send them to. It doesn't matter. Just pick 2 people in the group. You can, dang hiccups, you can pick people at random, go into the address file, pick 2 people at random. You can look through the wall of the group and see who's very active and pick somebody who's really active in the group. You can introduce yourself to somebody and then decide to send them one. It doesn't matter. I don't like hearing things like, well, I don't know who to send them to, so I didn't send them out. No. It doesn't matter who you're sending it to. The whole point is that you're sending it to them to put a smile on their face. And in a way, by not sending it out because you couldn't decide who to send it to is a little selfish, because that kind of defeats the purpose in my brain. It doesn't matter. If you're having trouble picking somebody, then just pick randomly. Just go down the wall, because if you go down the wall in the group, you're going to see everybody who's really active in the group. Just randomly pick 2 people, go into the address file, and look those people up, because their addresses are going to be in there listed by their first name. Their first name is alphabetical, so all the A's are together, all the B's. I don't have them like specifically alphabetical, like, so Jane might be underneath of Joan, A over, O over A or whatever, but they're in there underneath of J, you know what I mean? So just pick people and send them. And you could do a minimum of 2, but you could do a maximum of however many. So if you want to do 4, do 4. If you want to do 8, do 8. If you want to do just 2, do 2. But make sure you're sending them to somebody, because if you're not sending them, then you're not going to get counted in the drawing. So definitely make sure you're sending them out by the 25th to somebody. And if you're having trouble picking, come to me. I'll find you 2 people that deserve to have them. You know what I mean? Like I'll suggest some people to you. But definitely make sure you're sending them out, because that's the most important part of doing these challenges. I do them specifically. Most people do challenges in their groups, and it's just you do the challenge and that's it. And you keep the thing. Well, in my opinion, I want to promote sending happy mail to people, or as we call it, Poodle packages. I want to promote that. I want to see everybody, sending these things out. So I try to make them small enough so that they're not hard to send out. It takes, literally, this would take $1.50 for me to send it anywhere in the United States, and probably $3 or $4 to send it overseas. You know what I mean? It's easy. And I want to promote that in my group, that everybody should be sending out happy mail. And, I just, feel that that's important. I don't care. I mean, I'm broke. I don't have no money, but I set aside money for happy mail. That's important to me. Even if I just put an ATC in a card and put a stamp on it, I make sure I have some stamps to do that with, because to me, that's an important thing. And I understand people are on budgets and everything, but everybody can find a stamp. And even if everybody can find $1 or $2 here and there. And we only do once a month, and it promotes, it promotes giving. And some people, it makes their whole week to get something in the mail. I know it does for me, but people send me stuff all the time, but there are people in the group that don't get stuff as much. I get stuff more often because I'm on YouTube and people love sharing with me, and I so appreciate it. It's never taken for granted. I always appreciate when somebody sends me stuff, but there are people that don't have YouTube channels that are in our group that, you can find people to send stuff to, and I'll help you if you need to. So definitely, I just, especially the next couple of months, but since it's like going to be the Christmas season, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff, at least this challenge and the Christmas challenge and stuff. And then if you're in my Patreon group, where we're sharing and giving and sending, and I'm going to do a whole thing for Christmas where we're, promoting like sending presents to random people and stuff like that. Even if it's just something handmade, we're going to do stuff because it's important to me to make somebody else smile. So I hope you guys will participate in this challenge, because it'll be a lot of fun, and it's something different, and it's easy. So I hope you'll participate. And that is it. I'm not going to finish decorating the whole thing because my mouth is like dry and I'm sick of talking right now. Is that horrible? Because I still feel icky. But I'm going to continue to work on it, and this will be one of the ones I send out. And I'll make another one. And yeah, so I hope you will participate. And I'm going to make an event in the group. I almost forgot about this. There will be an event that I make where you can go and say that you're going to accept the challenge, basically, and make your 2 gratitude waterfalls and all that stuff. And all the info will be there. A link to this video will be there so you can reference it. A photo of mine will be there, and all that kind of good stuff. And below this video, you will find the original video of the reBookery and her video on making these. So you'll find that below. So, and also the links to my Patreon if you're interested in becoming a patron, where you can support my channel and in return get things like special private live streams and classes and stuff like that. So Patreon's listed, the group is listed, the reBookery channel with her videos listed. Everything's listed in the links below. And if you don't see everything, just hit the little see more, it'll say, or whatever. You'll see below in the description box, it'll say see more or show more or whatever, and it'll open it up so you can see everything. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm really excited to see all of your little gratitude waterfall journals, because I think it is so cute and such a great idea. And thank you to the reBookery for doing this, because it's pretty awesome. So anyway, I will talk to you later. Make sure you do what you love and love what you do and be nice to people, and I will talk to you later. Bye.